US nuke bombers and NATO jets conduct war games on Russian's doorstep in show of strength to Putin. NATO jets and US nuke bombers have conducted war games on Russia's doorstep in a show of strength to Vladimir Putin. The United States and 20 NATO nations took part in the large-scale missions flying over NATO's 30 member states to send a stark warning message to Putin. Soaring 27,000 feet over Scotland at 316 miles per hour, new video footage shows a US Air Force B-52 Stratforce refueling on a flight from Spain before returning to the mission named Operation Allied Sky. The spectacular footage shows an RAF Typhoon taking to the skies over the UK to escort the US aircraft. During the mission, the bomber completed an aerial refueling from the KC-135 Strato tanker aircraft based at RAF Mildenhall. According to Nick Robertson, CNN's international diplomatic editor, the mission aimed to show NATO's credibility of common defense and enhanced readiness. The timely message of military strength comes 2 weeks ahead of US President Joe Biden's summit with the Russian leader. According to Air Force Technology, NATO Allied Air Command and USAFE Africa Commander General Jeff Haringham said, "Bomber missions demonstrate the credibility of our forces to address a global security environment that is more diverse and uncertain than at any other time in our history. Today's mission is an awesome demonstration of NATO air superiority, and together there is no challenge and we cannot tackle." Belgium, Bulgaria, Canada, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Spain, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Turkey, Romania, and the UK took part in the mission. Putin was sent another stark message by British forces on Friday after HMS Queen Elizabeth led a series of war games ahead of a trip to the Black Sea. The huge 3 billion aircraft carrier was joined in Portugal by 19 NATO warships from the US and 8 other allied nations for Operation Steadfast Defender. The exercise, which is expected to last until June 22, includes submarines, destroyers, and frigates, and was backed by immense aerial support from the RAF's brand new F-35B Lightning stealth fighters. Commodore Steve Morehouse, the ship's commanding officer and captain, called it a hugely powerful statement. Meanwhile, NATO said it wants to see sanctions fully implemented against Belarus following the forced landing of a Ryanair flight in May to arrest a journalist. Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said some allies were also looking at taking further action on the issue. Hostile states. Stoltenberg met Boris Johnson today following a meeting between Defense Secretary Ben Wallace, Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab, and their allied counterparts on Monday. He said it is key that sanctions agreed against Belarus are fully implemented and called the actions of Minsk absolutely unacceptable. "I think the most important thing now is to make sure that those sanctions that are agreed are fully implemented," Stoltenberg said. "And I also know that other allies are looking to whether they can step up further." He also acknowledges that Russia and Belarus are working closely together. Thank you.